What is going on, Raptors Nation? It is Luca here back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. The Toronto Raptors are expected to trade Bruce Brown soon. This is according to the Toronto Star's Doug Smith. We're going to talk about it. Before we get into it, please do me a solid. Hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content over here at the Raptors Nation YouTube channel. So, Bruce Brown, he has been a topic of conversation going back to the trade deadline. There was a lot of speculation that the Raptors were going to trade Bruce Brown at the trade deadline. Reportedly, their asking price was a first-round pick. However, a trade never materialized. So here we are now, as Bruce Brown is going to be a name that is going to continuously be brought up when it comes to trade talks. And this news is not surprising because I've said it many times. It's only a matter of time, I believe, that Bruce Brown will get traded. And it seems like that time could happen very soon. As Doug Smith, he put out a piece and he talked about the 27-year-old, saying that the Raptors, they have until June 29th, 2 days after the 2024 NBA draft, to exercise an option on the $23 million he's owed next season. And that is going to be a valuable expiring contract to put on the market. And Doug Smith went on to say that the sense from a handful of league sources is that the Raptors are likely to pick up the option, then turn around and deal Brown quickly rather than wait until the 2025 trade deadline. Brown, of course, was a piece that came back in the Pascal Siakam trade on January 17th, and his production with the Raptors average at best. He did say after the season that he was dealing with the knee injury that was troubling him. Now, according to Smith, the talk around this week's draft combine is that Brown is still seen as a valuable and serviceable rotation player on a contending team. I mean, he was a useful piece on the Denver Nuggets when they won their championship back in 2023. Smith also added that the feeling is that the Raptors won't start the season with both Brown and Gary Trent Jr. on the roster. Of course, Gary Trent Jr. is an unrestricted free agent this summer. Gary Trent Jr., the younger player, 25 years old, so he would be the more attractive piece if the Raptors had to keep one or the other in their rebuilding situation. So Bruce Brown, let the sweepstakes begin. The biggest question, though, is what are the Raptors going to be able to get in return for Bruce Brown? Because here's the tricky part. His salary. So if the Raptors do exercise his option, that's $23 million. All of a sudden, any team that wants to trade for Bruce Brown, if they don't have enough cap space to eat that $23 million, then they must find matching salary to send the Raptors' way. And then it becomes, what are teams willing to give up for Bruce Brown? Because it could be a matter of if a team is able to dish out the matching salary, is that player good enough or even better than Bruce Brown? And would that make sense for that team to then trade for Bruce Brown? And another part of this is you would think the Raptors still want a first-round pick in return because that was the reported asking price when the Bruce Brown trade stuff first surfaced. And you would think that's what the Raptors would be looking for this time around. If it's not going to be in time for the 2024 NBA draft, you would think they're going to want a future first-round pick. So I haven't dug into potential trade, just kind of seen some stuff online. There is matching salary that I've seen. Maybe Chicago wants to get involved. They do have Lonzo Ball and his salary that would work. But outside of that, the Raptors are really going to have to figure out how they're going to make a deal for Brown work that, A, works for both parties, and B, is something that the Raptors want to take on and make sense for them. Because clearly, this was only a matter of time. You look at Bruce Brown, timeline fit, it wasn't going to be a long-term thing here in Toronto. And, it's going to be interesting to see what the Raptors can get for Brown, because then remember, that's going to be an extension of the package that the Raptors got for Pascal Siakam. Seen now is very underwhelming, but maybe the Raptors can salvage a little bit of that by getting some value for Bruce Brown. So I was a big proponent of trading Bruce Brown at the trade deadline, especially as I felt teams maybe would have been willing to do more for Brown as they were about to embark on their postseason run. Obviously, nothing panned out. Nothing came up to the Raptors' liking. So the Raptors, in all likelihood, all arrows are pointing that they are going to, in fact, exercise that option and then they're going to quickly flip Brown. So this to me seems like something where, yeah, the Raptors are going to look to get something done late June, July. I do not see this lingering, and I do not see Bruce Brown on the Toronto Raptors for the start of the next season. So let me know, guys. Is there a particular trade that you worked out on your own that you would like to see? What do you want to see in return for Bruce Brown? I think for me, if the Raptors are able to replenish a first round pick, that would be top priority. But again, it then comes down to, are the Raptors going to be able to find a trading partner that has the cap space to eat Bruce Brown's salary, or are they going to be able to find a team that is willing to trade to match salaries and give the Raptors what they want moving forward? So we will see how this all shakes up. Bruce Brown, he's going to be a hot name, hot topic as we get closer to the NBA draft. And beyond that, it seems like, Bruce Brown trade will happen sooner rather than later. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe.